Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Welcome back, guys. How is everybody doing? So this week has been a much better week for me. I have been doing lots of decluttering, upgrading. Yes, and that's the thing. Sometimes we can hold on to so much, and especially clutter. And this really does get in the way of manifesting because we can feel stuck sometimes. Sometimes we need new things to come in our life. And it's not just about throwing just like a few things out, which I have been doing, because what I do is I always start with getting rid of things. I've been upgrading things because I feel like that's like our way of like telling the universe like we're ready for something new, and sometimes we feel better. So what I did, I just upgraded like the kitchen, like you get all your kitchen things. I've not done that for quite a while. And I've totted some things up. I've done the garden, I've done some new flower beds, bought some pots, I've made some little crystal pots with some artificial flowers for outside my salon, bought some bits for the salon. And I feel like I was ready for that upgrade because I'm ready for some sunshine. I'm ready for summer already. I'm just ready for that new manifesting, like that next stage of manifesting, because sometimes we're in that winter feel and our manifestations are so much different, but now it's that next level. We can't just stay in the same spot. So yes, we can start off by doing the decluttering, not getting rid of the things that we don't need anymore. I've just been going through some drawers at home. There's like, oh, I can hear thunder. Oh, what's going on here? I'm sat here thinking I can hear thunder. I don't think it'll pick it up, but yeah, what's going on? So like I've been just getting rid of things out of drawers, like things that I always think if you've not used them in a couple, please get rid of them. And it's not just about making way for new things because we don't want to do that, but it's about upgrading something or giving something away. Or I've upcycled 2 things at home because my husband, like, he can do all those things, and instead of getting new things, I'm like, can you tighten that up? Can you make that look better? Yes. So I felt good this week because I feel like I've been quite productive. And when I'm productive, I feel like the manifesting, those wins just come in, they just start to flow. And then when we start doing that, when we can get rid of the nitty gritties, the fundamentals at home, it's about decluttering. Once we've like cleared the space, it's about your habits, my mindset. I've been working on my mindset this last couple of weeks, and how making space is what actually allows new wins to come in. You don't always need more, but you need space for better. Sometimes nothing's landing at the minute because you feel stuck, overwhelmed, or like nothing exciting is happening for you right now. And it's not because you're doing too little. It's because you're stuck in a rut. You don't know what you're doing. Sometimes you just don't know where to turn. You've got to create the life for you. You've got to open your heart, open the door, open that door ajar to let new things. It's like coming up to my birthday, so it's that next phase for me. I'm going to be 44 on the 1st of May. And so it's like, right, that next year, that next phase of my cycle. So what do I want from 44? I'm going to add more self-care, even more self-caring. So I've got my eye on some things that I want to do. I always do this around my birthday, like maybe do something, have a spa or have a facial or a massage. I'm going to be doing a few things like that. I'm going to be meeting up with some friends, some separate friends, doing some lunch. So I've got an event in a couple of weeks. I've got lots of things coming up. So I'm making way for new, because when I make way for new, I meet new people. So I'm always like consciously meeting new people. And those new people always bring something to my life, because we've got to be quite practical when we are going out, and we've got to make sure when we're at a stage when we're doing our self-development is that the people that we're letting into our lives are the ones that are going to add value, are not going to add that negativity, are going to keep your vibrations high. If somebody's pulling down your vibrations, then we need to look at how we're going to raise those, because sometimes we have habits that don't match our life sometimes. And when we're trying to upgrade our life, sometimes we're just carrying on like with the old one. So that doesn't work. So it's looking at, what do I need to change to in order for new things to come through, new wins, what's going to land better. And it is just about, doing the decluttering and getting ready for those upgrades. We can get rid of old clothes, especially clothes that we don't feel comfortable in or confident. So sometimes it's worth having a look at something, changing your style, something that we always know when we put a bit of makeup on and we do our hair and then we have a nice outfit on, it just changes our day. So it's thinking how we can upgrade our life, because our energy will change, that main character energy will start to grow because we feel confident. Is our brand good? Is it on colour? I've got a new colour now, it's sage green. So my kitchen, I've changed everything, but you know what it's like when you start with something. I'm feeling sage green at the minute, but I'm seeing sage green. So I'm manifesting this colour, and with me saying I've upcycled my clock, I was going to get a new clock. And I said to my husband, why don't we just spray it sage green? And he's like, he's done it. So it's little things that, the upgrades, but it's not having to cost money all the time. And the things that are in the kitchen don't cost as much as something else would cost. It's not like the cost of a holiday. There's appliances, it's things that I've needed for a while. And I feel fresh. I feel like, I don't know, it's brought on some new energy, some more clarity. And it sounds really silly, but and I did a declutter in my son's room and got him some new bedding, and I feel like his energy is a lot different. He's looking after his room. We can clean up. I've just got an upgrade on my phone, so it's getting rid of old apps, photos, notifications. So I'm at work, I need this phone because my battery kept going and something wasn't working on it, and I'm I need it. So my son's got my phone, I've got a new phone, but I need it for my business because I need the memory, because I need the videos and everything. So I use it as a little machine. Also, we can upgrade our groups, taking a break from people that just drain your energy. We all have those people that sometimes don't know that they drain our energy, and dropping habits that waste your time. Sometimes we can be so stuck on doing something. What is the point of doing it? So it's shaking off a few things. Go do a full life audit. That's what I say. Go through everything in your life, what's draining you, what do you just want to get rid of, what you're stuck with. We've all got something, 1 to 2, 3 things at least that we want to get rid of. And every time you remove something that doesn't fit for your future, you create space for something that does. And that is just that's real manifesting that. So you're just making way for new energy, new vibes, because we're not manifesting new things if we're stuck in a rut. See, a lot of us want new opportunities, new energy, new results, but we've got to ask ourselves, where would it even go in our lives? If your schedule is packed with things you don't care about, and if your mind is full of noise, and if your environment is just chaotic, there's no room for anything better to land. So think of it like this. You can't pour something new into a full cup, because what will happen? It will spill over. So instead of asking, how do I get more? Start asking, what do I need to let go of? Because I feel like when we get rid of things in our home, a tidy house is a tidy mind. I've always been brought up with that motto. And I feel like we create space. And also, when I've cleared up and I've got the kitchen right, everything right, I feel like I can concentrate on the things that I want to. Lightning. Just like lightning. I'm right near the window recording my podcast. So I'm oh. I don't know if you've picked that up. I can hear my son shouting upstairs, screaming. Oh, no, I just can't believe it's thundering. Just as I'm recording, it's typical. It's knocking me off track, this. So anyway, let's carry on. So we need to start small, because if you're a busy mum, you are probably overwhelmed. So what I started doing the other week, someone was telling me just go through each drawer. So this is how I'm doing it every day. I'm going through segments of my house, like one drawer, then a second drawer. And you know what it's like when you go through drawers, you find handbags, letters. I did bags. I cannot believe that those things, they were like books, they shouldn't be upstairs. They were just stuffed in my drawer. There was like all sorts of different things. I've put things in the righteous place. Like I've gone around the house. So right, well that's a charger. That should go there. That should go there. That should go there. So I've gone through everything, and that's all it needs is just to go through different like diaries and journals and books. And we've got things we just consume so much because I think we like to hold on to things. So just spend an hour a day if you've got it resetting your space. Those small resets send a message to yourself and to your life that you're ready for better, because we can clear the deck, get rid of energy, because items actually contain energy, can be negative energy. There might be items in there that you actually need to get rid of. And once we let go of things, sometimes, like I found letters and all sorts, I'm like, where's this come from? And you've just got to burn it, you've got to get rid of things and make way for new things, and actually things we could utilise, we could use it again. I found like loads of jewellery boxes, and I found a box with my son's teeth in, and I found something with my granddad's hair, and I found some costume jewellery which I totally got rid of because I don't buy cheap costume jewellery really anymore. Sometimes I do, I buy bits and bobs, but I've upgraded. I get like nice jewellery now, and Pandora, and I get it for birthdays, and my husband got me a couple of nice like bracelets. So and now I've started to upgrade because I know I'm worthy of more, and it doesn't have to be like extremely expensive, but they're just little upgrades, and you think, you know, I don't need that, and why am I holding on to things from like 10 to 15 years ago? So once you get rid of those things, you could get rid of 10 things and bring one new thing in, and that one new thing will create a better energy from where you replaced it. This podcast is sponsored by the My Nora app. If you or someone you love is experiencing coercive control, you need to know about the My Nora app. Created by Emma Davey, a survivor and advocate. This powerful app helps you safely collect evidence, protect your well-being, and take back control, discreetly and securely. Download the My Nora app today and start reclaiming your power. Just search My Nora in your app store now. And then just over time, those small shifts just turn into real wins for you, because you'll just start to feel better that you're getting somewhere. It's really hard. I have so many clients that say to me, my house, like, how do you keep your house so tidy? Like, they come and use the toilet, and I'm like, I just clean up every day. I do things every day. I'm always getting the hoover out, wiping the sides. I do not leave it. You go in my cupboards now, I'm not really that ashamed that you go in them, because actually they're not too bad. But I know I've got a lot of glasses and cups that I need to get rid of. So that's my next thing, is just to be just barefaced and throw things away. But we do keep things of our children when they're younger. I'm quite nostalgic with things and sentimental, but I'm like, have we used it? Do we need it? Actually, no. My husband's like, oh, maybe we should keep that. I'm like, but we don't really have the space, so I am going to have to probably do some things on my own. Like today I've wiped the blinds and the windows and those things. So it's like the energy around the window and the sunlight, because it's been sunny and I can see my windows look filthy, and I'm like in my kitchen, I'm like, right, come on, let's do this. And I feel so much better. I'm going to chill this evening, have some tea and think, right, I've done this. And I feel like, you know, I can write a list, a to-do list, and write everything that I need to like do over the weekend. So there's little bits to do, but I'm not going to rush. I'm just going to take myself. I quite enjoy going through bits. I can go through things like letters, and we have letters, don't we, sometimes, and old bills. Like what I've started doing, it's a really good hack, is screenshotting the letters and put it in your notes section. Honestly, it's such a good hack, because then I'm always like, I get a phone call or I've got a doctor's appointment or an appointment somewhere, and I'm like, oh, where's that letter? So screenshot it now and tab it. So at least you got it and you can show people, and you can always print it off. I always lose letters. So there's just little things that we can do for our life. I think when we get older as well, and we're busy with children, we need our life to be easy, just flow a little bit better. You want to become someone who has space for wins. The goal isn't just to get more. The goal is to become someone who has space for better things and someone who protects the time, chooses what they allow into their life, doesn't hold on to what no longer fits. And that's when the upgrades happen, not by chasing everything, but by being selective. Nurture the situations and the people you've got in your life. Because sometimes we can have too much going on and we lose sight of how much that friendship or that situation means. Sometimes things can happen and you can have a big blow up in your life, but I always feel like it's for the greater good. You should be continuously upgrading all the time, everything, relationships, friendships. Even your marriage needs upgrading sometimes, because sometimes we can be just stuck in a rut. And I'll say, like, we went out for lunch yesterday and I've had today off and we've done all sorts today. We've done all the flowers and we've just been like doing this, doing that. And I'm like, where has the time gone? And it's been a really nice day. Then we went and got some breakfast and I'm like, you know what? It's just been nice not doing a lot. We've crammed a lot in. But we need those times, because when we do things as a family, we don't really have time for us. So it's really important that we are looking at every aspect of our life, because if we neglect one, the other one, and we put a lot into something else, what I find is the other thing. So say, for instance, if you are throwing yourself into fitness and health and you're doing things, then obviously it's going to affect your time, your relationships at home. If you start going out, night clubbing, meeting people, and you're married and you don't want anything to be jeopardised at home. You've got to do it in a way that works for you and your family and everything fits. So communication for me is a big thing in my marriage anyway, just to keep continuously talking what each other needs. Like, my husband's going golfing tomorrow he's on weekend, so one of his work friends is going golfing with tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, why don't you just do it every week? Because you need that now. It's getting better weather, although it might be thundering. I hope not. He's got everything ready. And do you know what? He'll be shattered after it, but he needs it because he doesn't have family here. He doesn't have friends here. He's got his work friends, but he needs that. And because I get a lot from life, I get a lot. He loves chill. He likes to he's happy with nice food and he's so like me. I like more luxury items. I like more fuss and, glamour and glitz. He doesn't ask for a lot. He's so easygoing. He just wants a happy home, a happy wife, a happy life, a happy son. So his upgrades are different. His upgrades is he's bought some wood and he's going to do a big trough in the garden. We've took the trampoline down, it was all broken, and he's already made one, but he's making a bigger one. I'm going to put some beautiful bedding plants in. So he's always doing things. Do you know what? He's 10 years older than me. He's all about the home. He likes comforts, and he has different upgrades to me, but he will go along with my upgrades. But then I end up, I've enjoyed going out, and he's like, get off that phone, messing around on your phone, because I have a new phone, I'm trying to upgrade it. And I'm like, so I'm there going to the salon, get some gloves on, and I was doing all the bedding plants, so it was nice. Do you remember Alice in Wonderland? And there was those, they're called petunias. I can't remember what they're called now. But the big flower face, like purple and yellow, and they look like faces. So I've got some of those right outside my salon. I put them on my socials, and they make me feel good straight away as soon as I'm walking out and smiling. And because I want my clients to walk through my gate and smile and see flowers and feel welcome, and that's what I'm about. I want an experience for my customers and my clients. And I've did a big massive got rid of stuff in the salon. I'm like, I don't really need that, I don't really need this, I've not used that for years, why have I got that? So I'm going through the cornerstones of my salon as well, getting rid of, I need to get some new towels, they're getting a bit threadbare, they've got some bleach on them. So I'm going to go and get some new towels. I'm going to, do little things like that. I'm going through everything that bugs me in the salon or in the house or anything. I'm like, you know what, I need to get rid of that because I'm getting sick of it now. And the things that are quite easily replaced, because we should be upgrading. I got some new bedding, and I got 2 sets of bottom sheets and white pillows, so I'm going to rotate them throughout the week. And I've got some nice linen spray for my bed, and they're just little things for me. I don't need a lot. It's just the little tiny tweaks that make me feel like I've got a nice home and nice comforts, because I don't go out really, so I don't really go out, so I like the comforts in the home. So it's getting rid of old and bringing in the new, but making it feel good and safe. So your home is your safe space, isn't it? And if that's not right, then I feel like we are all over the place. So yeah, let's just get cracking this week. Let me know what you're going to be doing for decluttering. You might be like Linda from Grey Roots and Chicken Boots. She'll be decluttering a garden. I know she likes to be out there and getting stuck in. And actually, I was listening to Linda's podcast, and she was talking about going to like the theatre on her own. And it just made me, I was like with her, even though I wasn't with her. And she said she sat on the front row and like she went to see something, and usually would go with somebody. But you know what? I would go on my own. I wouldn't usually go. I wouldn't even go into McDonald's and sit on my own. I'd feel like a Billy no mates. I'd be like, no way am I going to sit on my own. But as I get older, I quite value my time. And I feel like you get a nice experience being on your own, because you end up opening that door for meeting new people and other experiences all the time. So I was really like in awe of Linda, of having that experience. And Linda and her partner have different likes, and that's okay to live a life with somebody, but also experience different experiences. We shouldn't be forced into doing what other people want to do. My husband doesn't want to do half the things that I want to do, as in, like, I don't want to come networking, and, like, he's not highly into manifesting, but he enjoys what I do, but I'll go and do things on my own. I'm like, do you want to come? No, it's fine, but we do majority of the things together. But I feel like in order to grow with somebody, you have to let other people do what they want to do. Sometimes people might decide to join in. Sometimes, like Linda, she went and did something on her own, and I'm sure her partner will do things where she might find boring. So we all need new experiences in our life. It's not just about us getting the experiences. It's about our partner. My son's having new experiences all the time. So it's just creating those experiences for each other as well. So if you're on your own, obviously you're doing it by yourself. But it is just, I feel like this is where I look at like life coaching and what it means to me, and self-improvement, self-development. It all encompasses that, because we are all looking at improving our life, and decluttering and the time blocking. It's a big element of your life, because it's what makes us grow and manifest more. So anyway, I'm going to go now. And yeah, so let me know what you've all been up to. I always get some lovely messages throughout the week. Big shout out to my friend Stephen, who listens to the podcast. And he's been having a tough time at the minute. His friend, his cat Gus, passed away, which I know would have affected him deeply. But subsequently, his other cat Gracie, who they've been together for years, went missing for a couple of days. And I was watching Stephen put a video out there, and I was crying with him, because he searched the night, the streets, and actually found Gracie under a car, just upset. And it's surprising how, you got two pets together, how one could pass away from a broken heart. So at the minute, she's doing okay. Stephen has messaged me, and he's doing everything he can to help her mend her heart. But when you've had two cats together for so long, it's going to be really hard for the other cat to recover, because, like Stephen said, Grace is looking for Gus. And it's such a loss for him. And because Stephen lives on his own, and, when you're on your own, and pets are like children. So, and that's it, you find comfort. And I know the cats have been through so much with his health and his business and everything. And they're always there. They're like your anchors, aren't they? Your home. And they go for experiences. And this is why I want a pet. I was thinking about getting a little doggy, but for my son, but I can't do it. I'm still like mortified from when my hamster died years and years ago. I just can't do it. I'd be too sad. I'm too scared of anything happening. So I'm like, I don't know. So sending so much love to Stephen. I know he's been catching up on the podcast. So big hugs, Stephen. And yeah, I know I make you smile on the podcast, so I'm always checking in on him. So he's been on the podcast, Stephen. So if you go through, I think it's season 2, Stephen Hart. So you can probably search it and you should be able to find it. Yeah, so anyway, I'll leave that there. Take care, everybody, whatever you're doing. Go and do some decluttering. Let me know what you're decluttering first. I always like to hear what everybody's been up to. And yeah, let's get ready for like a new season. Let's get ready for some new wins. And let me know if there's anything you've manifested at the minute and you're like, I need to share that. Because people are always messaging me like, manifested this. And people don't realise it. They could just be small things. And you're like, oh, I remember writing that down in my book, my journal. So they're just little things like that. We don't actually take note of them. Like, yeah. And it's funny because I write things in my diary. And I'm like, I manifested that. I literally wrote it down so I can see it. So it does work, manifesting, because you kind of focus on what you want a little bit more once you start writing it down. And that's how we can like keep moving forwards with our goals. So anyway, I'm going to go and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now. If you're feeling called to go deeper, to align more, create more, and really step into that next version of you, you'll find everything you need in my link tree. From my book, Manifesting Through Motherhood, to powerful resources and ways we can work together. It's all there waiting for you. Come and find me on Instagram or Facebook. I love hearing what landed with you. Don't forget to follow the podcast, and if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who is on their own journey too. And happy manifesting.